Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Field of Glory Empires episode number 23, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last episode. If it's not, it will be the second to last episode for this particular series. As I already mentioned, we'll be coming back as Carthage sometime in the near future. Actually, there's been a lot of little content that I want to get through that's been basically kicking up a dust storm on my channel. So it'll be perfect timing for me to put a pause in Field of Glory Empires to cut through some of that and then come back to this. And I say that there's always the chance, it's actually not even that low of a chance, that I say this, oh, we'll come back to it, and then I don't for a very long time or ever. Or, I had this for a very long time. Right now, even outstanding is, there's a couple series where I said that. Things just move and we adapt fluidly to them. Which can be disappointing, because I've been on the receiving side. Most of the stuff on my channel, most of how I model how I want content going up in my channel is because I looked at how I liked it when I was a viewer to people. Like when people cut series short, I was disappointed, so I tried to make my series as complete as I can. But I'm also seeing now the flip side of the coin. Sometimes it's just time to move on, and there's going to be a few people who that's disappointing to. Anyway, Macedonia is just killing it in this game. It's pretty remarkable. Carthage has now been reformed. This was the Carthage Usurper, but now I guess, or Rebel? Yeah, I think it was Usurper. They've now formed as just Carthage. Interesting. I'm not exactly sure about all the mechanics. By the way, there has been another patch. So the last few episodes when I was saying, oh, this kind of messed up the balance of the game a little bit, that was on patch 1.04. It's now 1.05. They've increased... Wait a second. I think they've increased the stockpiling of metal by a bit. I think I read that. And some other stuff. They fixed some bugs. Supposedly AI dogpiling on the player has been reduced. Well, tell me that after I get out of my 4-person or 5-way war, 4 against me. Anyway, I think it's still... I don't know, the same game is not corrupt or anything. This is not the reason why. Okay, it's partly the reason why I'm stopped playing it because there was a little jankiness with my... What the hell? Money income just... What? Okay, so the balance it's very clear. We just don't have a pulse on the income system whatsoever. I don't remember that being plus 500 last time we were here. And again, somebody can just go back to the last... I myself could go back to the last video and see what it was, because I don't think it was plus 500. We'd be going crazy and purchasing things if that was actually the case. The Odeon here looks very, very good. A specialized mirror type of theater for music and singing, the Odeon is a specific building of the Hellenistic world. It acts as an extension of the theater, can be further upgraded to an amphitheater. I don't see any reason not to get this. We get culture bonus, we get legacy increase, it gives us money and culture. -5 infrastructure is pretty painful. Luckily, actually this particular place is not... Oh yeah, this is not part of our 2 states down here that have just insane infrastructure. So this is a place I'm pretty sure we're still going to build it, but we'll have to make amends for that eventually by increasing infrastructure. But I think it's worth it. Other options, blacksmith, this is not bad, but it's not great. It is occupying a slot. So we have 10 out of 13. It'd be even better if this was 0 slot, but look at decadence reduction, all kinds of stuff. Decadence, not at all a problem in this area, but let's do it. We have a spot over here which has the construction of, what was it, shipyard, has incidentally capped our building over here, so we didn't choose that very wisely. Here we have, what are we at, 9 out of 11. Noble district, not my favorite. Loyalty increases. We're at 86. We've done some loyalty management already. I am always a big fan of the smokehouse. It would give us our 3rd health building, which is useful. This would also give us our 3rd infrastructure building, which is pretty nice. And it would give us infrastructure 10 because we have the lumber nearby. I think that might actually be something good to do. Yeah, we're going to do that. And I mean, just because I'm like forecasting that the series is going to come to a close doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying or something. Revolt risk has decreased. Decadence is reduced. Courthouse seems very good to me. Jeez. 0 slot usage? Sign me up. There's also harbor brickwork with missing stone, so that's a big no. Yeah, we'll just do this. I think that our next series is going to be like so. Like I said, I really am looking forward to it. It is nice to kind of play around with the mechanics here of capturing non-native population places. So we do have the Scythians finally mounting a bit of an invasion through the Alani territory. Obviously, our army just massively outnumbers them. We have to do a little game theory here. I think we're going to go ahead and attack here. And I'm going to... Okay, we can't even move back. Okay, fine. So I'll attack there, and then we'll see what happens. I don't... If this was not an AI, I might even predict that these guys might attack into here. If I were them... I don't know. Actually, there's a lot of different ways this could go. So, you know what? It's actually pretty fair that I wouldn't really know what to do. And let's see. So local forces crushed the invading Scythians. Ah, so they're invading through here. That makes sense. By the way, there's not a whole lot there. I wonder if we can draw the Bosporans into our little entanglement here. 0% chance that they want to... Our relationships are with these guys are actually pretty bad. Well, let's... Oh... The Bosporans, you say? The people we completely annihilated in the previous war? Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know why they might not like me. But it looks like the Scythians have ultimately pushed out the Sarmatians, and as historically happened, they've risen to power in this area. We're kind of lacking a friend in the world. Looks like the Commagene, I should say, or Commagene, have actually ended up starting to consolidate some power, which I'm happy, well, kind of happy about. I think we're cooperating with them. We are. But this was kind of a cooperation that was forced because, in theory, we were even thinking of going to war with them, but because we have other people at war with us, we're not going to. We have 2 people merging on this area. This is my prediction that we are going to counter their potential invasion of us. It's just a guess. I think that's all we really want to do. Let's just take a look at our decisions to refresh my memory. Not so precious metal. Well, metal, I don't think we're going to be doing any of that. And slave market, yeah, so we want to sell slaves to the slave market or distribute and disperse slaves with our... These are always the 2 options we're going to want to do. I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's worth it to just... Because selling is going to knock down our population, but it should make people happier, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's sell slaves. And we have tons of money. What can you do with money? You can send gifts to people like the Macedonians. We know that this is where it's at, right? We know that this is who we really need to buddy up to. So we're offering them a gift. It looks like it was estimating at 360. That's not even... It's just over half of the income I have. And less than 10% of my treasury, so it's absolutely okay. Completely okay. Yeah, and I don't think there's anybody else or anything else we really want to do this turn. With all that money, of course, we could be raising more of an army. And you know what? When I say it out loud like that, I start saying, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Huh. We had a small earthquake here. Interesting. Okay, I'm back. That's always exciting, having an earthquake. So we're... What? Did I... Okay. I thought I Yeah, here they are. Ah, they're in the wrong province. Okay, good. So I'm glad I checked that. Those were going to be recruited in the wrong area anyway. We'll take some Ponic archers. We'll take our regular infantry, the usual. And you know what? Let's get some more heavy. Maybe at least one heavy infantry. Let's go down here and get some of these Anatolian cavalry. I'm still not really sold on them. I'm not even going to check their stats because I'm sure I'll be disappointed. Eventually, we're probably going to want the phalanx as well. But we need a barracks to do that. This honestly should be the area where we're doing those kind of things, but I guess I've just been focusing on, well, other things. Well, good thing I went back and checked. Oh, we have a courthouse. Wait, where is this? Oh, it was hidden. We reshuffled. Oh, that's because we only have 3 slots left? Okay. Well, courthouse, like almost a no-brainer. I actually want to do some other things like, I mean, Herbalist wouldn't be that bad. Archery's not really that good. Usurer, loyalty penalty, so no. Yeah, revolt risk decreased by 15%. Say no more. 0 slot usage. It's basically just perfect. Reminds me though that we should actually check these other places like this. So who knows how long this place hasn't had a building going on. Just because I didn't pay attention to it. Pleasure House gives us this nice loyalty bonus. This is our capital. We don't need it. This, by the way, has only 1 building slot left, so we really want to do something which is either slot usage 0 or looks like land expansion for slot usage -1. Let's just double check and make sure there's nothing else that... Okay, that one's fine. This one is fine. And yeah, I think we are good. Okay, so now we can go back and look at the recruitment. That's it. Solid number. If we can get one more, I will, and we can. Good. 3 and 3. That'll be an army almost all to itself. Let's end the turn. Is that all one turn? Oh my gosh, 12 minutes on one turn. How did that happen? I felt like it was going so quickly. And then we revisited things. Oh, it looks like we will have a big old fight down here. Now this is forest, which I am stupid for attacking into. This might be a disaster. In fact, honestly, this would be a great time to export the battle. I'd love to, but I think we're going to save that for the next series. So let's view the battle. Oh, God. It's not going to go well. But that's fine. We'll just see how poorly it goes. Yeah. Okay, did well there. Not very well there. Well, managed to succeed. I think that this is going to be a pursuit. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that was just bad. We didn't kill a single unit, and they killed several of ours. Well, at least they killed... Oh, no, I was going to say that mercenaries, but nope, they didn't kill any of our mercenaries. In fact... Oh, we do have mercenary cavalry, but they weren't targeted there. So I guess you get a free move back into your own province when you lose. The one advantage. A bummer that was a defeat, but that's okay. We can't afford those. We're almost up to a golden age. Looks like Sparta's ready for a golden age as well. Okay, Judea is actually seeking an alliance with us. Well, I don't really know what's going on with them. They're at war with a ton of people. Oh, you know what? They're at war with a lot of... This must be an alliance, this Armenia, Alani, Scythia group, because... What else would they be doing? Wait, that's me. Ah. There we go. Okay, so they're at war with the Palmyrines and the Ethiopias. Palmyrines, and somewhere there's another red. Oh yeah, it is down there. It is Ethiopia. But I was like, what? I don't see him. It doesn't even look that red. Like, this is very red, and this is like, we kind of don't like you. I don't know. I don't want to put myself into too many alliances because mostly what I find is it's easy to get sucked into things you don't want. Anyways, Byzance of Pontus has sent emissaries towards Macedonia to strengthen relationships between the two countries. They have also offered 306 money in the form of jewelry, slaves, and fine arts. Hooray! So we're up to 26 relations with them. There's plenty of people they don't like, and that's good because it's plenty of people for them to keep them busy. They're also cooperating with the Sparta and, well, as we already know, the Commagines. The Commagina. I'm just gonna say it differently, pronounce it differently every time. Okay, so let's jump through this then. Loyalty bonus, which looks like it's necessary, but we have no building slots, so we'll do regional roads. Same story here. Slot usage of 0 for tools manufacturer. We are missing lead, tin, and copper, though. It's not that great. Palisades actually do lead to... Palisade is good because it leads to a bunch of reduced slot options, but it does count as a slot before that, so... We're going to grow in 3 turns. Like, doing this brick work, I like the fact that since we have stone, it gives us infrastructure of 10. Probably don't need it, though. I think we'll do Palisade knowing that we can get a reduction in the end. Loyalty is also pretty low here, so actually Oration Tribune would not be bad. But it's so hard to do. Okay, I'm just going to go with Palisade. See, that earthquake unnerved me. It was a sign from the gods. This playthrough's doomed. Doomed. Wow, Builder Hall. -2 manpower, but 15 infrastructure, which is pretty substantial. You're at 14 out of 15, so we have to choose 0 slot or slot freeing options. So the only things which we will choose here. Preserve food store. I say that and then I look at preserve food store and I think, do I really need to abide by that? This is pretty damn good. Health 10, infrastructure -3, money 20, because we have every bonus available. I mean, the only problem is that money's not really an issue for us, and slot usage is. But maybe we don't really care about slot usage. We have... Like, this is going to help this place grow a little bit faster because of the health. Infrastructure looks good. I don't know, it's really, really tough to... Bank gives you 50 money. Now, I know that this is 20 decadence. We actually do need a bank somewhere for one of the decisions, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just rest our cursor. So this is a periplus, whatever. Building development, academy, and no, manpower. Okay, so we don't have that decision anyway right now. So I'm just going to let it go. Not going to worry about it. Armenia seems like they're nowhere to be found, so we'll just move into their territory. I think we'll combine these two armies. It's not strictly necessary, but I think we're doing it just because we want more frontline troops. Make sure that we have enough front lines to get where we need to go. Okay, so they gave a 25 infrastructure. That's going to be finished next turn. These guys all hate us, hate our guts. Not surprisingly. There was a raid here. And we repelled the Colchis invaders. Back to here. Don't make me choose. Alright, we'll come back to you. How about that? Okay, this one I think has been stuck at no slots available for the longest time. For the longest time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Loyalty's not looking very good here, despite all of our Freaking loyalty stuff. Wow. Well, this warehouse is pretty darn good. And infrastructure is a bit low. We do have one spare slot. It's only one slot, so we got to be a little bit careful. And honestly, I don't know if we even need it. We're still building all of these buildings so quickly. The thing we do need the most, I would say, is loyalty. And so the theater can be upgraded. That's something to consider. That's what we were doing in one of those other places, the Odeon. So that's something to consider with the theater. Yeah, I don't think we really need that infrastructure. City Guard. I don't really feel like we need that much defense here, too. We might be overdoing it if we went too much further. It's nice to have this big bonus of money, but we really don't need the trade house. Gosh, yeah. Warehouse or theater? Well, let's do it. We'll have one slot remaining, so we'll have one more to play with before, everything goes poorly. We're at 13 out of 13 here, which is good, so we'll have 3 more turns. I should say 3 more turns so we have more population. Population has grown here, which expands the building slots again. And new population is growing all over the place, probably because we sold some slaves and then it opened up some room. So yeah, just you, this big decision. 20 money, 10 health, free supply per turn. All these things are just so darn good. It would be our 6th health building, so we would unlock tier 3s as well. Versus Scriptorium. Oh, this needs papyrus. I want to get away from those places. Needing papyrus is not good. Let's do preserved food store. I think it's the right decision. At least it's not a bad decision, if not the best. All right, let's see how our army's doing here. How annoyed are they? We'll just leave them to rest for a little bit. In fact, we'll march them back and forth. Can't do that. Okay, we'll just march them forward. I don't think anybody's going to try to attack us, but they might try to go in and clip a territory. You guys are going to make your move out to the west, or east, I should say. Really wish we could get another general. I'm pretty sure that this general is garbage on top of the fact that... Did he die? I think he died. Movement penalty, siege penalty. Otherwise, attack bonus. Wow, this guy's great. Okay. We'll give him a turn for the troops. We might need to ferry some more forces up to the north, which I'm more than happy to do. That said, I think that's all we want to do for this turn. Don't really have a need for the boats. Where the heck are... Oh, there they are. I was like, where are my pirate fleet? Okay, let's end the turn. So I'm pretty sure if I would have exported that Alani fight, the one we lost, we would have had no problem with it. And we're fighting 32. Okay, so we should win this one. It's going to be a little bit tight, though. They have 2 palace guards, which are just going to be brutal. But if we win the other ones... Alright, which we did. And we just hopefully stay defensive here. Did not stay defensive. Is this a draw? Okay. Alright, we'll try it again. We should, since we have basically a backlog of forces we can draw upon, hopefully we can just do exactly that. Although we won't have any more regular infantry. So yeah, we do need that regular infantry up here. Alright, let's try this again. So yeah, they're still going to give us a really hard time in those 2 spots. But we didn't lose huge against the first one. That's already big, because we'll probably just absolutely decimate them over here. These other places. That was the big one which we expected to lose, but as long as we win this one, which we did convincingly, it should be a pursuit. And it is. The Palace Guard did not even die. Okay, we lost more regular infantry, so we know what we need to do. Build more regular infantry next turn. Send them to the front. But that was the big one, because I think in this whole area, it's just going to be much more difficult to take territory than it is to defend it. Mountain Pass, I mean, it gives you +2 or +3 defensive bonus. Keeps the frontage narrow, so you can spread your forces around. It's going to be interesting when we move over to Carthage, and a lot of it is naval stuff. I'm really excited. Improve trade efficiency, increase trade acumen or range. So we can't do this because we need a bank. Okay, so we need only one of these 3 conditions must be true. Market, bank, or commercial port. Actually, you need 3 markets, but you only need 1 bank. So let's go around and look for a bank, see if we can get one. Great victory, we took Armenia. Not that Armenia is, I mean, they were forced into this in my opinion, so the health of our dude here has decreased to average. I kind of clicked that through a little quickly. I think that's what it said. And some merchants in specialized markets are so rich that the insane influx of money crashed whole sectors of the Pontus economy. Coinage had to be debased, which cost us a whole whopping 101 coins and leaves us still positive 500. I mean, for income. If debasing your currency is just not doing anything, your economy is insane. So we can probably maybe we should just start becoming friends with these guys. Like, hello, we want to be your friends. Here's a gift. Take it. And Marians, we also want to be your friends. Take our gift. Yeah, they're... Oh, requesting our answers, I see. So let's look at these guys. They're at war with the Persians, Bactrians, and... Oh. The Sakas and the Marians don't like each other. Well, that's going to be tricky. I guess we'll cancel offering gifts. We'll have to make an actual intelligent decision about who to, keep on our side then. We won't be able to have both, so... Be that as it may, what else do we want to look at here? Yeah, so his health did degrade to average. We have some buildings, which is always fun to look at. Okay, let's switch back. 1 spot available, so we're looking for 0 slot usage type stuff. The only thing I see is training ground. Well, the Garum Shop is pretty good. We might even just do that and just wait 5 turns. It does give us our 3rd commerce building. I do like slot usage 0. There's not a whole lot of other commerce buildings, but at the same time, there's not that many training. Yeah. It's only going to take 1 turn, which means we'll have 4 turns of nothingness. I don't like that. Yeah, I think I'd rather choose the training ground and then recycle until I get Garum's Shop back. It may not happen, but let's just try it. Okay, you're good. You built your palisade. Okay, yeah, we have to wait just 2 more turns, so that seems okay. 1 building slot available here. Same kind of idea, huh? Ooh, a spinning mill for cotton. Now, it says needs cotton trading required. Obviously, there's no cotton that we can actually even trade for. Just a little bit, why would they... And cloth can already be imported. I'm not sure that's what we want to do. Loyalty is not amazing here, so gambling ring does seem like it's a good idea. But... slot usage. So we're going to go with training ground just to buy ourselves a little bit of time looking for a slot. We'll definitely do city walls here. Well, no, we'll do clean water because that's I cannot believe we don't have clean water yet. Alright, so this new guy should be ready to go. So this is a snowy plain. This is a snowy forest. Interesting. We can't even move that many people in because it's red. Available food 0. Forage value 3. Expected army food usage 5. Very cool that it shows you that, by the way. There's a lot of games where it's just too convoluted to figure out what you're doing. Let's just try to catch this force off guard. And if not, I mean, even if we don't get the force, we'll take the territory. We want to move these guys forward because we're expecting an invasion, basically. We actually did build something here. Well, that's good. Yeah, it looks like the economy here is starting to settle back down. Well, I think we should, a physician house does make sense to me. Slave markets also make sense. Cult site conversion bonus. Well, that's going to take the cake, I feel. Conversion is absolutely what we need. And it's 31 minutes, but let's push on maybe one more turn because this is indeed the last episode. Still not sure. Might carry it out one more. Probably could have attacked. No. That's the last territory of Armenia. They're going to hold there forever. So we did chase these guys down. Fantastic. This should be an easy win. We're pretty much double filed the whole width. Okay, he didn't die. That's important. We kept somebody alive for once. They're also keeping their forces alive, but not for long. That's huge. I thought we had an attack bonus, so that's only in the plains, but this is snowy plains. I guess not on the snowy plains. Good. We killed everyone. They're all dead. So the defeats in previous defeats against the Alani are being offset by further now victories. Eventually they're going to have to make a decision not to hold up there, but you know, it's interesting that there's snowy plains and all that when it's not really like we can pick the season. It's a year turn, so it's not like you can say that this turn, like in Rome Total War, I remember there was seasons, right? It was either winter and then it was summer. Oh, we're a glorious empire. Pontus has been reformed, is now known as the Glorious Empire of Pontus. Wow, fantastic. It's so funny that our progress, our PDR, our CDR, our culture to decadence ratio is barely over 1, but yet that puts us in the top 10. And his health deteriorated to poor. I'm sure that's going to... Yeah, so there is some unrest here. That's fine. We expected that. We took a new province. Health has deteriorated to poor. Some merchants... Okay, we lost money. It's fine. Just keep taking my money. We don't know what to do with it anyway. It's going to start a golden age, which is going to give us even more money. Probably should be just bribing people like Macedon. Offer a gift. So what's their view of us? 27. It's pretty good. I don't think there's anybody else in the world that we need as our ally if we have Macedon. It's a weird thing to think of them as an ally. I don't think we'll be allies with them. But it would also not be that bad if we were able to really secure this as like a line. Like think the Western and Eastern Roman Empire. We'll just say, Macedon, you got everything to the west. I'll take everything to the east. Knowing that full well one day we will fight each other. But alright, so the one thing I was talking about doing is recruiting a whole bunch of regular infantry. Looks like I keep clicking on the wrong spot, so let's try to get the right spot this time. We can get 4 of them. I don't think we need anything else, so we'll just get 5. Hopefully that's enough for now. We may need some reinforcements head north. I know I already mentioned that. What we could do is just keep slamming our forces into them over and over again and hoping eventually we get the kill. Another thing I want to do is just start isolating this so that they have to move out to be able to do anything. I mean, I guess we can do that just by popping in here, popping in there, and then popping down here. It's like, what is this guy doing here? In fact, I want another army. I know that this one's being prepared already, but I want more Pontic archers. They're very expensive at this point, 230 a pop. But I want to do that because I'm going to send some people up to take this territory as well. Now, that's one unit. That's only one mobile unit. There's actually, of course, the urban militia type stuff that are also there. So 2 slots available here. 0 slot usage. Yeah, it sounds like a easy no-brainer to me. Clearwater was finished. Something finished here. What was this? The Courthouse. Fantastic. Loyalty bonus for Basilica. Wow. A beautiful building dedicated to a single god. It will be a testament to the culture of your nation, even more so if noble materials can be used in its construction. Which we don't. We lack so many things, we're not going to do this. Siege Workshop, which is actually a tier 2 military building, which we haven't seen that many of. It requires leather, which we cannot easily acquire. We will not be doing that. Herbalist, kind of a safe option, gives us a little more manpower. Manpower is not something we're struggling with yet, but it's always a concern. It's supposed to be, traditionally bad for Hellenistic people. With 2 slots, I feel like we can sacrifice this one. But if Herbalist is really the best we can do, I think we might even want to reshuffle here. Which I will do. Because we don't need to rush it, right? Let's see. So I guess technically we should be going to a golden age or something. Although I admit I'm not exactly sure how that works. Alright, captured someplace. Let's just do public works. If we can get public works in all these places, I will be a happy man. I don't know how likely that is, but we'll see. Yeah, so our citizens our Hellenistic citizens are popping up all over the map. I might do one more episode of this. I think we're not quite there yet. So, with that said, let's end this turn kind of quickly. At least quickly, I was going to say, but maybe quicker. Who are we at war with again? I mean, it's not a challenge right now. I feel like we might even need to kick up the difficulty a little bit for the next one. So, wait, what? This is Colchis. Yeah, this is Colchis, whatever you want to say. So way down here is this is. Yeah, this is actually it's an Armenian. This is This is an Armenian army, but it's on the border with our enemies. The Colchis are going to isolate us, buffer us here on the east side of the Caucasus, so that only leaves this middle area to go down through, which is just a frickin' mess, terrain-wise. Maybe we should be asking for peace. Not that we really want the territory that we've already captured, but it's just... And by the way, I finally, thankfully, somebody let me know, Dame Hamara, I'm going to pretend, that the ability to give up a territory should be in the military. It's right there. It's staring me right in the eye. Abandon the current region to its fate, provided your army moves away from it this turn. So we could abandon these places. We don't really care about a place with like 3 nomadic citizens. But that said, we actually can... 3 citizens... This is like not that difficult for us to build upon. So we'll just keep it for now. Oh, now this is a little bit more of a problem. This is one that we might have considered abandoning. We didn't, so it's too late, but at least it has public works. Anyway, yeah, let's just push on. I might have missed some of the things I wanted to do, but c'est la vie. We actually just managed to squash this guy He picked the wrong time to just suddenly appear. Some warriors. And we still killed him. Oh no, but oh my god, we will. I mean, we're gonna win. We're favored by like 5 or even 7 in the battles before the die roll, and then we roll an extra dice, so we knew that was coming. And the next place to quash is pretty apparent. I don't mind circling around, letting them take territory we've already taken. Because it's just bad for them in the end, I think. The fact that we're taking his territory. Oh, we are a glory... No, we aren't. We're a glorious empire, but we're not a golden age glorious empire. Oh, so this is it. Usually the 10 costliest units in your nation will pay maintenance, also named upkeep. It's possible to have some extra free units from your rulers, traits, or special buildings, like the Satrap Palace, Seleucids only. So we offer the Macedonians 440 money. And they're a little bit happier with us. 32. Probably just need to ask for an alliance at this point, which they are completely unlikely to accept. We are a glorious nation, 5%. Relationships only plays 9% of a role here anyway. We are at war, and allies are welcome. Oh, that's them. That's them. We are fighting alone. So your glorious nation is good, but you own some of our objectives. We own and won't relinquish some of your objectives. These are the reasons why they don't like it. Also, the fact that we're at war. They don't want to join an alliance with somebody who's at war. So the fact that they're at war and that we are not at war would make like the perfect situation for actually being an alliance. I won't mind, because it's like we're not going to fight any of the people they're allied with. I mean, they're at war with. Okay, well, let's put a cut in here. Or maybe I'll just try to just goof off a little bit longer. Sounds fun. Stoa Tribunal. Oh, -1 decadence. -12 money. Boy, I wish we could afford that. So let me look through the other options first, by the way. We conquered this Metibia quite against our own wishes. This was raided and the interlopers were soundly defeated. Wow, Scythian army has been repulsed by strong patrols from Perosta? I didn't even see that battle. Okay, we got a 0-1 available to us. That's a 0-0. I was going to say a 0-1's terrible, but hey, you know, as long as it's not a 0-0, which we also managed to get. That might be because the Glorious Army. I think it increases your leader pool. So yeah, we'll just call this video to a close here. Things are looking good for us. I think this war is pretty much a no-brainer. It's going to be very hard to lose. We're not really expanding very quickly. You know what? Actually, I take that back completely. We are expanding pretty quickly. And as soon as this war ends, we have plenty of territory we can expand to on top of that. The only problem with the Pontus Empire, as I see it, is that we're getting a little bit stretched thin. I don't like to just be this little line snaking around the entire Black Sea, which is kind of what we ended up doing. Now, if we were able to just get a whole chunk so that we protect our west and east flank with the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea, that would be wonderful. But I don't know. It's going to take conquering Iberia and the Colchis, the Georgians and the Colchis, whatever we want to call them. So, okay, until the next episode, thanks for watching, and take care.